Hello everyone, Clint here. Hope you're doing great today. Today I'm coming at you with a case review of the Z Fold 7, the nice little slim baby that Samsung has given us. Super excited for this. This particular case we got going on here is going to be from VRS Design. And when I think of VRS Design, this is the case I think of, and that's the Terraguard. So the Terraguard is one of the coolest cases. That design and everything on these guys is super, super great, and I love them to death. But this one here is going to be a couple different colors I got today, and that isn't going to be in camo and then in their signature brown. And this is a very signature look for this case here. Very tough, very kind of look to it, like very tactical, if you will. I really like the way these cases look, and I'm happy to show them to you. So the Z Fold 7 is probably the first folding case or folding phone that I've used that actually will get a case put on it and not feel like a giant brick. But so this is going to be super exciting. We'll see how this particular goes right now. So let's go ahead and pull off the little sticker. They got a little sticker in there that just helps the phone keep from wiggling around in there. Shouldn't be a problem because, like I said, it locks in there really good. So we'll see how that looks in there right now. And then on the front here, we do have a full screen protector. That's why it is called 360, because it does give you 360 degrees protection, including the hinge, the screen, everything you can think of is going to be super great right there. Let's go ahead and drop this guy on here. And like I said, everything just snaps into place right there. Phone doesn't want to stay off for some reason. So once we got it all in there, I like to just kind of press it, get it in there. That looks so cool. Look how cool that phone looks. Like, that is a cool looking design. I love the different indentions they have, the cool little grooves they have in here. It just looks super cool. But let's go ahead and do a quick 360 on this case and see what we got here. Here on the button side, we're going to have a full cutout for the buttons themselves. But there's a nice groove in there that's going to let you be able to find those pretty easy when you're holding your phone. Because I can tell you right now, the power button / fingerprint sensor is kind of hard to find on the phone when it's naked. So this should make it way easier to find by just getting right in there into that groove. So that's very, very nice. I like that a lot. Let's go on the bottom. Got perfect cutouts for the speaker, mic, and USB port. And you can see there, this is a good example of how thin this phone is, because you can just barely bigger in the USB port, and then you can see how much protection you're getting from the case itself. Now here on the hinge side, we got VRS Design, and it is a hinge that kind of stays open but will fling right back, so you don't have to worry about this flopping around. It's going to be nice hinge protection there. Very, very good. Here on the top, we got the speaker hole and then mic cutouts. They are obviously perfect there. No problem whatsoever. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back of that guy. Oh my gosh, look at that. That looks so cool. Full MagSafe on the back. That's why this cool design is right here. MagSafe is super important for me. I probably won't use a case very often if it doesn't have MagSafe, because I have lots of mounts for that. Here on the camera bump right now, we got some good upper protection. You can see it does cover, so you can drop that on there, and it does remove some of the floppiness of that camera, but not all of it, because that baby is sticking out like crazy, which I am not complaining about because I like the cameras a lot. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the MagSafe right now. It locks right in there. We got some charging going on, and it seems pretty good. Like, you're not going to have any issues with any of your mounts, whether it's charging, wall mounts, car mounts, whatever you need there. This baby will stick to it, which is absolutely necessary for, man, look at that, barely clears that bump there. Absolutely necessary. So let's go ahead and look at the front of the cover display there, and you can see we got plenty of space around there. That's going to allow you to keep your phone on the table without any issues right there. Another thing that VRS Design has that I think is really cool, and they have little cutouts like right there. I don't know if you can see it right there, and then they have one right there, which then allows you to, use your, your little side swipes and stuff, but it's still not so high because it kind of notches down a little bit. Like I can get my sidebar, which I really use a lot. So that is super important to me to be able to use that. I'm sure you guys would want that also. So that is super cool how they do that and make it a little bit easier for you to do that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. And as you can see there, using a case, that is one of the things that I really enjoy about using a case, is it makes it easier to open the phone, because the naked Z Fold 7 is actually kind of hard to open because of the thinness of it. You got to kind of dig a finger in there, but this one here, you can just grab it, no problem. But as you can see here, we are perfectly even all the way around with the front or the inside screen, so you don't have to worry about your phone not folding completely flat. So that's good. And then the back right here is so cool. Look how cool that looks right there. That is a super cool looking case. I really like that a lot. And your hinge gets out of the way, but as you can see, as soon as you close it, it just stays closed, so you don't ever have to worry about it flopping if you drop this guy. Now try not to drop your $2,000 phone, but if you do, I'm pretty confident that this is going to do a pretty good job of protecting it, along with the super strong build of the Z Fold 7 itself. Throw this on there, and a full screen protector too. Man, you are good to go on here. This 360 action right now. So VRS Design, so cool. And then you also have multiple colors. This is just a brown one, which I'm not a brown fan, but that looks pretty cool. I think I might actually like that brown. So I will be rocking these out specifically when I'm out, doing some hiking or something like that, and my phone could fall out pretty easily. So Terraguard, cool looking cases. I love them. See you on the next one.